Welcome to Lucas Invests, making money simple.
Society tells you that an 800 credit score is the ultimate sign of financial success. You brag about it, you protect it, and you check it on your phone every single week. But what if I told you that this exact three-digit number is the centerpiece of the greatest financial trap ever built? A high credit score does not mean you are wealthy. It simply means you are highly profitable to the banking system. In this video, we are going to break down exactly how Wall Street gamified your debt, why chasing a perfect score is keeping you broke, and the exact steps you need to take to build actual net worth instead of just borrowing power. Let us start by looking at the history. Most people assume the credit score system is an ancient, fundamental law of economics. But the FICO score system was only invented in 1989. That is right. The system that dictates whether you can buy a house, get a car, or even rent an apartment is younger than the internet. Before 1989, banks looked at your actual assets, your character, and your ability to save money. Today, they only look at how good you are at paying them interest. Think about how the math actually works. If you inherit $1 million in pure cash and you have zero debt, your credit score might actually be zero. But if you have $50,000 in credit card debt and you just make the minimum payments on time every month, feeding the banks a massive amount of interest, your score goes up. The system actively punishes you for avoiding debt and rewards you for participating in it. Let us look closely at how they calculate this magical number. 35% of your score is based on payment history, and 30% is based on how much of your available credit you are using. Notice what is missing from that calculation. Your income is not there, your savings account is not there, your investment portfolio is completely ignored. The algorithm does not care if you have $100,000 sitting safely in the bank. It only cares about how well you manage the money you borrow from them. It is a one-sided relationship where you take all the risk and they collect all the guaranteed profits. Furthermore, they use a psychological trick called the utilization rate to keep you hooked. If you pay off your credit card completely and close the account, your score actually drops. They penalize you for leaving the game. This is why we see millions of Americans making a massive financial mistake. They use their credit cards for absolutely everything, telling themselves they are doing it for the cashback points or to build their score. But those 1 or 2% cashback rewards are a mathematical illusion. Studies show that when you swipe a plastic card instead of handing over physical cash, your brain does not register the pain of the purchase, causing you to spend up to 20% more on average. The banks are bribing you with pennies so they can slowly drain your dollars. When you achieve that perfect 800 credit score, what is your reward? Your reward is the ability to take on even more massive debt. You get approved for a $70,000 car loan you do not need, or a massive mortgage that will tie you to your job for the next 30 years. You become a premium, gold-tier product for the banking industry. So, how do you escape this gamified matrix? Step 1 is recognizing the difference between your credit score and your net worth. Your credit score is just your reputation for borrowing money. Your net worth is the actual value of the assets you own minus the liabilities you owe. You must stop obsessing over your credit score and start directing all of your capital into actual wealth-building assets like broad market index funds. Step 2 is paying off your high-interest consumer debt and never carrying a balance again. Treat your credit card like a debit card. If you do not have the physical cash in your checking account today, you do not swipe the card. Period. A credit score is a tool, not a lifestyle. Use it to get a favorable mortgage rate, and then stop playing their game. True financial freedom is not having the ability to borrow $1 million, it is having $1 million in assets working for you while you sleep. Welcome to Lucas Invests, where we expose the traps designed to keep you broke. Hit that subscribe button to master the real financial math, build your net worth, and I will see you in the next one.